Carson's Corner is a black LGBTQ-owned small business. They sell merchandise and apparel on pop culture franchises such as Dragon Ball, King of the Hill, Sailor Moon, and of course and most importantly, Power Rangers. If you're interested in getting their amazing merch, be sure to check them out at carsoncorner.com. Link will be down below.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Morphin Network, where it is Morphin time all the time. We're doing Ranger Podcast Live, and we have a very special guest. Oh my God, it is the Cosmic Fury Dracozord. Oh my God, it's so huge. Okay, real talk. This is actually the Q Ranger Draco Voyager. I don't even think that the American version even came out yet, but I have to be honest, when this first came out and I got my own, I was surprised how big it was. And I'm even more like, it was bigger than the Dragon Thunder Zord. Like it is that long, like holy bleep. And I'm happy to pull the thing out again just for this episode. And what is this episode? Well, it is the one, the only Power Rangers Cosmic Fury episode 5. Episode 5, Rock Out. It feels like it's the 6th episode, not gonna lie, but yeah, it's the 5th episode of Rock Out. And I'm Mike Time Rider Zero, your host. And just a quick reminder, we do have a contest for Ranger Stop tickets. So if you haven't got your Ranger Stop tickets yet, this may be your chance to win one of 2 possible 3-day passes today. Yes, today we're giving out 2 passes instead of 1. So that means we have 2 lucky winners if you participate in the comment section. Oh, and look at that. The comments are already starting to come in. Oh, dang. We already have at least 1 contestant right there. Well, we have 2 people showing up, but one of them was already a winner. So, unfortunately, you cannot participate. But we have at least 1 person. So, if we get 1 more person in the comments, you'll be eligible to win one of 2 Ranger Stop passes. Yeah, I'm using the Q-Tama to represent the passes. So all I got to do to participate is comment in the chat box while we're live, then answer a quiz question about Power Rangers, and you will win one of those 2 lucky tickets. Yeah, we have more than 2, obviously. We have like at least 5 more to give out, but you have a chance to win one of 2 today, so you don't have to worry about tuning in to another day, which will have more opportunities. But yes, we finally got this guy on screen. In the first episode, we only got to see 10 of the Zords, and we skipped number 10 because Draco is number 10, and we just skipped straight to 11, which is Ursa Minor. But now we finally have all 11 Zords, technically speaking. But yeah, 12 Zord, like we know, there should be 12 Zords. But they do bring it up in the show. Let us know what you guys thought about the episode. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you think that the metal should have been more metallic like the Beetleborgs? Let us know. All right. So, getting through this episode, just a quick question, guys. Are you guys fans of heavy metal music? I'm just curious. Like, do you like heavy metal? I love me some heavy metal. Like, I mean, I'm wearing a Helsing Ultimate t-shirt, obviously, because I love me some Andrew WK, party, gotta have a party, need to have a party, better party hardy. And of course it is the weekend before Halloween, so I hope we all have a great time. Anyways, but yeah, it is a metal version, metal focused episode. And to be honest, I don't really think it's so much metal as much as it's pop rock. I mean, yeah, Javi's a little angsty in his singing, but I don't know if I could call it metal. How do you even define metal music to begin with? But I'm not going to lie, though. That song is pretty catchy. I know we've had It's Great to Be Human. We've had that song from Power Rangers Zeo where Tanya has that one pop song. Had that somber song with Kimberly back in Mighty Morphin. But here we do have a metal song, B-A-D, ballistic, M-A-D, narcissistic. What'd you guys think of that song? But we do find out some news from Earth. We do find out that, a lot of the Rangers have been captured. The Rangers have been captured. Where have I heard this before? Oh, yeah, that's from Once and Always. I think we talked about it a little bit, how some plot threads from Once a Ranger kind of bled over to this season. Namely, like the Rangers are incapacitated. On one hand, I'm glad that they explain why you're rich, get an army. Could have happened, and like we would just get an army of Rangers to fight Lord Zed. But I'm glad they're explaining why we don't have an army of Rangers fighting Lord Zed. But like we got the Megazord field, Megazords don't work, and the Rangers try to put up a resistance, and they failed. I mean, it's kind of sad, but I think this, as much as I love the fact that they explained the logic of why we don't have an army of Rangers, I do take issue with the fact that we literally just did that in Once and Always. If Once and Always did not happen, I would not have as much problems with this. Like, how are you guys feeling with the repeated use of this plot thread? But we do find some other news too. While Javi was rocking out, it's like X, Y, Lord Z should be illegal. I mean, he kind of is illegal. Like no one ratified intergalactic tyranny. I don't think intergalactic tyranny is legal. Just saying. Like he by default is illegal. I'm just saying. But yeah, so we do find out that turns out that Scrozzle uncovered the Cosmic Fury Dracozord. And yes, I am still using the constellation names because they just sound better. Leo, Scorpio, Lupus, Libra, Taurus, Ophiuchus, Chameleon, Aquila, Dorado, Draco, Ursa Minor, Ursa Major, Phoenix, Orion, Leo Minor, and feels like as good of a time as any. Yeah, not all 14 of those Zords are actually going to show up this season. I mean, I know the season came out a month ago, so technically it's not a spoiler, but it's also like half a season. Part of me actually, I'm curious. Do you guys think that if the show ran for 20 episodes like Netflix originally approved, was it Netflix or was it Hasbro? Was it Netflix or Hasbro that had a problem? Because I remember one of those two groups said, oh, yeah, you guys could totally do 20 episodes. But then the other group said, actually, no, you're just going to do 10 episodes. You're just going to do 10 episodes. So I wonder, if they did have 20 episodes, do you think the latter 10 episodes would have included the other Zords that we don't see this season? Because we got 12 Rangers in the Japanese version. We got, so you got 1 through 12. And then you got a 13th Zord, which is Orion. And turns out there's like a Leo Minor Zord, which actually I think I have bits and pieces of on my Megazord. So, this is the headpiece of Leo Minor. But yeah, so like I have to ask the question: do you guys think that there would be more Zords if they extended it for another 10 episodes? But yeah, but they're not sure. One, is this a legitimate threat that we need that we need to concern ourselves with? And two, is this a trap that Ali set up? And and the answer to both of those questions is a resounding yes. Yes, it is. It is a trap. So, moving right along. So, how do they infiltrate? Well, they came up with an elegant solution. We're going to start a metal band, and we'll perform a distraction. But wait a minute. If the 5 of us show up, people will be suspicious that there's 5 people. 5 people, 5 Rangers. Ollie is the one in charge of this operation, so clearly, like, he won't be that stupid. But what if there was a sixth person involved? And that's where Fern comes in. That's right. Fern came up with the plan of being a decoy so that Zato could sneak in around the back and actually try to awaken the Zord using the Cosmic Staff. Of course, Fern is met with some resistance from one Izzy, and yeah, we're seeing a pattern here. Izzy doesn't want Fern to do stuff because it's too dangerous. Remain here. Didn't say please. No, but for real though, you could tell that Fern is getting a little tired of what's been going on. She wants to help out. She wants to do everything she can to help out, but Izzy just wants her to be as passive as possible because I can't afford you getting hurt. But the thing is, have you not realized that Fern can take care of herself? I mean, yeah, you did have to rescue her the one time in the first episode she appeared in, but still, Fern can take care of herself. She's a big girl. They're both 18 now, I think. I mean, they just finished high school. They're going to college, so they should be 18-ish. But the point is, it's they can take care of themselves. They're both moving out of their hometown to go to college. What are you talking about? Of course she could take care of herself. Oh, man. I wish this would blow up in Izzy's face just a little bit because, I mean, it's part of healthy relationship development. You got to fight each other over certain issues. And I think this is an appropriate topic for a couple to fight over. Like sometimes one person feels like they need to carry their partner, but the truth of the matter is that's not always the case. Sometimes your partner can legitimately take care of themselves. You don't worry about them. You worry about yourself. We can work together. That teamwork, guys. That was the name of the previous episode. So we get a medal. So they dress up in monster costumes, and it makes me wonder, if you got a planet of monsters, is this technically politically incorrect for them to dress up as monsters? But yeah, this is their costumes. Honestly, my favorite is Javi's costume because he has a giant cubic head with a mohawk on it. And it's kind of funny. And they kind of do a cover of that once of the song that Javi was singing. So they're like, B-A-D, ballistic, M-A-D, narcissistic, L-O-V-E, the Emperor of Evil. And everyone's loving it. Even the two guards were like, I can't believe we met them and didn't ask for their autographs. I love a good rock show. And I have to say, I do like this a lot better than the original version with the pots and pans. I know it's just pots and pans. You can't expect it to sound good, but to be honest, it sounds a little bit too much like Camp Rock in the original version. And if you like Camp Rock, more power to you. I just don't care for Camp Rock. I saw the first movie, could not finish the second movie. The soundtrack was mid. I liked maybe 2 songs from Camp Rock. But the thing is, there's very little actual rock at Camp Rock. It's more like Camp Pop, if we're going to be more accurate. And I'm not trying to gatekeep a whole genre. While I'm not a fan of Stranger Things, I respect it if a bunch of kids are now into Metallica because of Stranger Things. Okay, it's I'm not going to gatekeep. As long as there's more Metallica fans in the world, that's all that matters to me. Okay, would I prefer you to get into Metallica for other reasons, from other sources? Sure, but at least you got into Metallica. Okay, what's the alternative? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5 and Bastard, the new anime, not the 90s OVA, because it got the Kingdom of Metallicana. But the point is, more metal in the. If you're a Power Rangers fan, you should especially love heavy metal because if you've ever seen the movie Deathgasm, you got the actor who played Ziggy playing a musician. It's like I thought I thought heavy metal was all about screaming. Well, no, no. Oh no, the only people who do that are people who are into grindcore and death metal and Viking metal and vampire metal. Okay, maybe it's all scream, but the thing is, it's all about letting your emotions out and being your true self. I don't remember the exact line, but it was adorable. But I just love the way he says, well, except for grindcore and death metal, just the way he says grindcore and death metal. But yeah, I respect this. This is a lot more enjoyable. And we get a nice reference to Power Rangers in space, because seeing a full-suited Ranger wearing a hood like that, I swear this reminds me of the first episode of Power Rangers in Space from Out of Nowhere Part 1, where he's at the banquet, he's wearing that hood, and then once Goldar rips it out, you see that shiny red not spandex. So good. It's just so nice to see. Like, the only thing that would have made it more cool is if he was revealed in a flashy way just like that. But also, I do have to ask the question: how does no one notice the Morphin Master Staff? It's right there. The staff is right there. Does no one even notice the shaft? Does no one notice the shaft of the Morphin Master? I mean, I get it's a distraction, but look, there is a Z patroller right there, right behind him in the shot. All he has to do is turn his head, and Zeta would have been happy. Zeta would have been had. I'm not gonna lie, to me that is one of the funniest lines. But the only thing that's even funnier than that is this line that Ollie says. It's like I don't like how Bajelica is just advertising that we've excavated the Zord. You know the Rangers will show up. You know this is gonna go bad. It's like he's like the perfect Power Rangers critic. He's the perfect Power Rangers critic, but inside the show, like, he makes every criticism that we've ever made in the last 30 years. Why don't we send a whole team of monsters? Why do we only send them one at a time? Why can't we set a trap for the Rangers? Why can't we use methods that would surely lure them out? He calls it out on everything. He's basically the new Tanaya. Like, Tanaya used to do stuff like that, but not to the degree that Ollie does, and I love that. But the best line, in my opinion, is this monster from Lupin Rangers versus Power Rangers, because, like, you notice that safe deposit box on his chest. It's like, hey, mind if I take a break so I can watch the concert? It's like, a concert? Yeah, the metal concert that Bajelica sent to treat us. But wait, that is way too nice for CEO behavior. This has to be a trap. CEO behavior. CEO behavior. Oh man, I've been being part of Scrub Club Gaming Podcast on the Morphin Network. No, not Morphin Network, on the Scrub Club Gaming Podcast, which is now on the Buttery Show. We've been calling out CEOs of gaming companies for so long. Like, it feels like this line just feels way too full circle for it to not be. It feels. It's just perfect. Okay, like, this scene right here is just sheer perfection. Like, I was like weirded out at first why Moya's constantly being turned into a villain, not unlike Billy, but that one line, that's not CEO behavior. That is just the perfect line. That is so perfect. Whew. I believe that's what gives them out. And yes, He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a minute, 5 people. There's 5 Rangers, and he just like pulls the mask off of Izzy. And by the way, she looks great in that makeup. By the way, and of course he's like, "Ha! You've been had. Now check out my new toy." That's right. Did you think that you're the only ones that are gonna get a blessing from the Hasbro gods? I think not. Oh, and by the way, in the background you see what's called Grand Cross from which is a reborn main antagonist from Go Ranger, the original Super Sentai from 1976. He was reborn twice, one of which was in Q Ranger. So it's cool seeing him right there. But yeah, I love how they've been had. But yeah, we get a really cool fight sequence. We actually do get a really cool fight sequence, and we get full use of the background. Like you could have just done a quick flip, maybe do some wire works to jump up really high. But here, we have a full tracking stunt sequence where the stunt actor for is taking full advantage of the scenery, jumping from crate to crate, doing a flip while things are exploding right behind them. And, shout outs to the stunt actor. I mean, okay, I don't say this very often, if at all, but stunt actors deserve a lot of respect. Stunt acting is phenomenal, and their stunt actors are unsung heroes. They're very unsung, and it's thanks to them the face heroes get to shine the way they do. You wouldn't have what's his name, Leo DiCaprio's character from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood if it wasn't for Brad Pitt's character. We wouldn't, Tommy and Jason would not shine as much if it wasn't for Eric Betts. Shout outs to Eric Betts. You're the real one. As well as all the other stunt actors involved. And, if you want to show some appreciation for stunt actors from the original Mighty Morphin era, definitely watch WMAC Masters. All the episodes are on YouTube. And amongst them is Mike Chad, who would later play the Lightspeed Blue Ranger. So, shout outs to him as well. So, yeah, But I feel like this is a perfectly good opportunity to show off the stunt acting, because we don't really see a full tracking sequence like this very often in Power Rangers. It's usually just a focus shot of just the 1 or 2 Rangers doing a flip or a drop kick. They basically stay in one place. But here we get a lot of running, and I live for this. This is so I actually really appreciate this. But of course, once he thinks that the remaining unmorphed member of the rock band, which by the way is called Meat Chrome. That sounds like a Mortal Kombat character if I ever heard one. You could have had I know there's a Mortal Kombat character named Meat. There was another one named Chrome. This would be either Patar Fusion. You could say Chrome Meat. That would have made more sense as a metal name. But Meat Chrome, it's that sounds more stereotypical of a name that a Power Ranger villain would make for a metal band. So it works. But yeah, so finally found you. Zeta. Wait, hold up. You're not Zeta. You're Fern. Wait a minute. If Fern's right here, then that means, oh no. And we actually do see Fern get slightly injured. Okay, I'll say this. I wish Fern was more injured in this scene. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not oh, I hate Fern. No. I love Fern. But it's because I love Fern, I want to have the character be a little bit more injured in the scene when Ollie blasts at her, because of how overprotective Izzy is. I want Izzy to be see, Fern, if you why can't you listen to me? If you only listened to me and you didn't get involved, you wouldn't get injured. What would I do if something bad happened to you? I want Izzy to feel that panic, not just say that panic, but I want her to really feel that panic when it blows up in her face. And I wanted to recoil and have Fern, Izzy, I'm tired of you being overprotective. I can take care of myself. It's not that big of an injury. You risk your life all the time. How do you think it makes me feel when you are prancing around as a ranger all the time, and you're always trying to save the day, and every time I have to worry that you're gonna get hurt, but all of a sudden it's a problem when I do it? Like, I want that argument to happen. Don't get me wrong, I don't want them to break up. I like they're a good couple, but it's because they're a good couple. I want them to have that argument because this is a perfect opportunity to build on their relationship. I've seen like worse relationships in CW shows where like they would straight up break up over like much dumber reasons, like Oliver had an affair with some chick before he ended up on that boat with White Canary, Katie Lotz's character. I'm blanking on it right now, but Katie Lotz's character. So, but just because that character ended up being pregnant, all of a sudden that is a problem for Felicity to break up with Ollie. He's like, you didn't even tell me you had a son. I didn't even know I had a son until a few episodes ago. Or Alex and Maggie, which is my go-to for how you don't write an LGBT couple. And mind you, Daphne and Cosima from Orphan Black is how you write a good LGBT couple. But going back to Maggie and Alex, I knew from the first episode that it wasn't a good relationship. They don't have chemistry. There was no buildup. Like if two characters are a couple at the start of a series, you assume that they've had that buildup like prior to their introduction. But when you start a relationship at the like midway through a series, then like it does need to be earned, and it doesn't matter if it's like a gay or straight couple. It just needs to be earned. But the thing is, like, I knew that Maggie and Alex would not work, and people were like complaining, you just don't want an LGBT couple to exist. But when in actuality, I did. Okay, I've been watching Orphan Black way before Supergirl came on television. But then season 3, Alex wanted to have a child, wanted to adopt a child. Maggie did not want to have any children. And the way Maggie handled it was very toxic. And I was right. I called it. Someone from one of my college classes owes me an apology. But here's the thing. Fern and Izzy are a good couple. They have chemistry. They have good buildup. But I feel like in a moment where they could build their relationship more, certain things need to be emphasized a little more, because it's like, I mean, I'm picking up on it through the read between the lines sort of way, but I feel like it needs to be more expressed. Mainly the whole double standard in Izzy and Fern's relationship, where Izzy is allowed to risk her life all the time, and not even think about how Fern feels about Izzy risking her life. But if Fern tries to help her, even no matter what the level of risk is, Izzy won't allow it because she's acting like Fern is too weak to be able to hold her own in any kind of situation. And like, maybe they could break up over this and then get back together, or they could just have that rough patch and build from it. My issue here is that they didn't build it enough, by which I mean the pacing is good. It just doesn't reach the distance I want it to. Like, I wanted to go further. I want them to fight more and then come back together stronger. Because when they stop fighting each other later in the series, it doesn't feel as earned. That's just my opinion. It's like a non-argument, basically. Okay, but enough about that. Yes, Zato was there all along. He's putting some saline solution on the Dracozord's eye. Yes, that is a joke I'm putting because his eye is red right now. And we get to see this beautiful Megazord. And yes, one thing I actually do appreciate about this is how he's actually holding the cockpit like one of those celestial orbs that you see Chinese dragons depicted holding. Like if you've ever seen Digimon, you know what I'm talking about. Because you got a Zulongmon, he's got those 12 little orbs orbiting around his body. So I really like how this is right here. And yeah, it's also in the episode, which is really cool because there is a part where he just like disengages, the dragon does its own thing, and then he re-engages into this body like this. And sadly, we do not see it turn into its Megazord form. Sadly. What do you guys think? Like, do you think you should have seen its Megazord form? But yeah, later the Rangers, they do combine their attacks. We get Libra and Chameleon as the legs, and Dorado and Aquila as the arms. So basically like the previous time, except just different legs. Oh, and also Fern makes a quick joke about needing stitches because her costume is shredded. Again, I wish this was a real injury just to build up on that argument, but this would have been a perfect moment for them to have that argument. Again, I don't want them to break up. I just want them to argue. That's all I'm saying. I want them to argue because it would benefit their relationship. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Now, yes, we do get that combined Draco and Leo Megazord blast. Bajilica escapes. Those two red minions die, which is kind of depressing. I'm not going to lie, though. Kind of makes you feel bad for stormtroopers to a certain extent. So, we get two revelations. One, I'm not a fan of the way Tarek phrased it, but what's her name? Amelia's mom is ready to give birth, but she's among the prisoners in the prison camp. They have a double agent sneaking into Lord Zed's base. And they find out that if you take out one squid drill, it can take out many others, and hopefully it would diminish the Megazord field. Now, incidentally, in another scene, we find out that not only did Ollie put a tracker on the Dracozord so they know that what planet the Rangers are on, but also it turns out that Bajelica's daughter is got a new boyfriend, and that boyfriend looks oddly familiar. Who is this guy with these kooky glasses and that navy tie with the navy streak on his hair, and possibly will be located at Ranger Stop on November 10th to the 12th at Orlando, Florida? And surely this has nothing to do with that other message that Tarek left, right? Well, that's the end of the episode. Let us know what you guys thought of the episode. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What score did you give it out of 10? And then we'll read the comments. But for now, I have to say, yeah, I do like the rock music aspect. Do I consider it metal? Not really. It's still catchy. I just don't consider it metal, you know. I wish Izzy and Fern would fight more. I do like how sarcastic, well, not sarcastic, but how cynical Ollie is as a villain, and how he just criticizes everything that the fan base has been criticizing for years. It's almost as if actually, now that I think about it, do you think that Ollie's actually a personification of people on Twitter complaining about Power Rangers? I mean, I don't use Twitter, but I do notice that Simon Bennett has been doing some arguments with some of the fans, and now I'm wondering, is Ollie supposed to be a representation of those fans? Now, I'll say this. I'm not going to criticize anyone on either side of any conversation, but yeah, there's things I like about the season, things I don't like about the season, and take it as you will. The main thing I don't like is still just the costumes. Everything else I'm a big fan of, and anything else in between. Well, that's why you guys are here. You want to know what are the other things that we think about. Sadly, other Morphin Network members are not available today, but they will be next week. But thank you for hearing what I have to say. Now, on to the comments section, and let's see how many comments are. Oh, we have enough comments to do one question. So here we go. So after the comment section, I will ask this question. And first person to answer it correctly. Oh, we got another question. Okay. So we got more people in the comments. Just letting you guys know. Once I finish reading the comment section, I will ask that quiz question. And if you answer it correctly, you will win a 3-day pass to Ranger Stop in Orlando, Florida on November 10th to the November 10th to the 12th. So here we go. Okay, Psycho Orange, our first contestant that's available. What's up? How are you doing? I'm doing fantastic. I am glad to be doing this episode right before Halloween, and I'm glad you are here to watch and comment, etc. So, Max, one of our previous winners, how you doing? Good to hear from you. Yes, Clement, one of our members. Yes, love rock music. Never get tired of rock music. Well, if you love rock music, well, you know, you can always watch certain past seasons of Power Rangers. I could just make a list of ones that have like rock music in them. And, you know, we could just like binge watch a bunch of them. You know, now that I think about it, low key, I kind of wish there was a rock themed episode for Jungle Fury. No particular reason. I just wanted to exist. Because I feel like Jungle Fury would be a good season to have rock music. Okay. So, moving right along. Juan, our next available contestant. It's Morphin time. What I miss? I think up to the point that you showed up, I would say just learning about the media being canceled. Oh yeah. I love that one. Like that one of those Z troopers said, it's the press. Arrest him. Это прикольно, потому что это правда. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, no, like congratulations, you are eligible to participate in our Ranger Stop contest. Okay, Don Ranger Power says, Morphin Network, hello, Mike and all. Happy National Trick or Treat Day. Hope everyone's coolio this evening, despite the passings of Richard Mall and Matthew Perry. What? Matthew Perry? Wait, no way. Hold on. There's no way. The guy from Friends. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. I did not. I swear I did not know that. Oh, snap. I mean, like, I'm not a fan of Friends, but dang, like, I've seen him in other stuff. Dang. Wow. And yeah, I do know about, and also recently, the actor who played the original Shaft passed away too. I think that one hurt me the most this week because I love Shaft. I've seen all 5 movies. The original trilogy from the 70s, the 2001 film with Samuel L. Jackson, and the recent, I think, 2019 one, or is it 2021? Like the recent one, where like you have 3 generations of Shaft teaming up. Yeah, so like that one probably hurt me the most. Okay, I binged the entire Cosmic Fury season 9 times. Yeah, I mean, I have to say, Rock Out is probably the episode I've seen the most number of times because Ryan's cousin is a fan of the show too, and he was watching this episode during a birthday party, so I pretty much watched it with him. So this is probably the episode I've seen the most, and of course I have to rewatch every episode a second time just so that it stays fresh in my mind, and then a third time to get the screenshots. So this episode I've probably seen 4 or 5 times. So but you have me beat there. Let's see, is my number one streaming show of 2023, followed by the final season of both High School Musical, the musical. I've never seen either of those two. I know that they exist. High School Musical, the musical, the series, such a weird name. I get the premise of it, but I feel like it's a fanfic turned into an actual TV show. I'll say this: one TV show that I really liked in 2022 was JoJo Stone Ocean. I would say 2023 the best streaming show on Netflix would have to be live action One Piece. And if you want to check out what I thought about it, go to the Buttery Show to watch our discussion of it. Being true to adapting 1,100 episode series, that review was 3.5 hours long. So, or is it almost 3 hours long? But anyways, it was a long review. Sad news, he's gone. Okay, rest in peace, Richard Roundtree. Oh, more people. I binged season 1 of One Piece live action as well. Yeah, and again, mocking you is like he was a Kamen Rider, so that falls well within Morphin Network parameters. And also he was in Knights of the Zodiac, which recently dropped on Netflix. I do plan on watching that. And he was also in Rurouni Kenshin, Full Metal Alchemist. He was in a bunch of other stuff too that I'm not going to list because, oh yeah, he was also Okuyasu in live action JoJo. So there's that. Okay, so that's it for the comments, guys. So are you guys ready for the trivia question? We are going to do 2 questions. We're going to hold 2 questions for the price of 1 stream. So two people have a chance a ticket to Ranger Stop for all 3 days, Orlando, Florida, December 10th to the 12th at the Twin Tree by Hilton at SeaWorld. So, are you guys ready for the first question? You will have 3 minutes to answer it, and first person to answer it correctly will win the ticket. And then I'll ask the second question afterwards. Okay, first question. Because it's a rock episode, naturally, in Power Rangers Turbo, what band did Cassie join that turned out to be working for Diva Talks? In Power Rangers Turbo, and remember, Clement, you're not allowed to participate because you're a member of Morphin Network. What band did Cassie join that turned out to be working for Diva Talks? Setting the timer. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. What band did Cassie join that turned out to be working for Diva Talks? Answer to win the prize today. Yeah, I improvised that whole thing. So I'm just gonna run the clock. I'm running the clock right now. See, here we go. See, running the clock right now. Let's see if you got first person to answer it between Psycho Orange, Juan, and Don Ranger Power. One of these 3 winners will win a Ranger Stop ticket. All you have to do is answer this question. In Power Rangers Turbo, what band did Cassie join that turned out to be working for Diva Talks? You're welcome to Google it. You're welcome to open a second tab and watch the episode on YouTube. What band did Cassie join? Of course, I know the answer. But I hope you guys are not confused by the question. All I know is that I wish I had an MP3 of their hit song because it is such an earworm that, yeah, let's just say it's an earworm of a song. Let's see. Any answers? No one so far. Let's see. You guys have a minute left. Got 1 minute to get that Ranger Stop ticket. What band did Cassie join that turned out to be working for Diva Talks? We have 3 contestants with 2 chances to win. What band did Cassie join that turned out to be working for Diva Talks? Let's hope there won't be any confusion about what the answer is. Just a little bit more. Oh, time is up. The answer to the question was Crash and the Creeps. I'm sorry, guys, but you missed that first ticket. You still have one more chance, and I will post up a second question right now to decide what. Okay, so let me think. What is? What is? Oh. Okay, so second question. Because this is an episode that focuses on a dragon sword, my second question and your second chance to win a Ranger Stop ticket is: who was the Avalon Dragon Fist user in Power Rangers Jungle Fury? Who had the power of the Avalon Dragon in Power Rangers Jungle Fury? And I'll set a new timer for 3 minutes. So, last chance to win a Ranger Stop ticket today. The question is, who was the Avalon Dragon Fist user in Power Rangers Jungle Fury? If you answer correctly, you will win a Ranger Stop ticket. Will the answer come from Psycho Orange? Will it come from Juan Aro Flores? Or will it come from Don Don Ranger Power? Who could it be? Who could it be? Bum 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 ba da 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 ba da bum bum na 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 dun da dum 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 dum. Who is the one who uses the power of the Avalon Dragon in Power Rangers Jungle Fury so you could win the pass today?
「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞
You have 1.5 minutes to answer the question for your chance to win a ticket to Ranger Stop in Orlando, Florida. First person to answer this correctly is going to win that ticket. You know you want to win that ticket. You got a minute and a half to answer it. Just got a minute and 10 seconds to go, guys. You know you want that ticket. Who was the user of the Avalon Dragon Fist in Power Rangers Jungle Fury? You are more than welcome to use the Ranger Wiki. Bum ba-dum bum 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 bum. Ba-dum bum na 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 no. Na 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 na. Okay, 7 seconds. Anyone got the answer? Anyone? 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, sorry, guys. It looks like both opportunities to win a ticket have just closed. Such a shame, too. We have such a high turnout. The answer is Scorch. Scorch was the user of the Avalon Dragon Fist, while Snapper used the Snapping Turtle, and Liger used the White Tiger Fist. So those were the 3 Rinchi Phantom Generals. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for participating. If you enjoy watching this discussion of Power Rangers Cosmic Fury, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos. And just letting you guys know, this week, Ultraman Blazar we'll be doing on Monday instead of Tuesday. It's going to be the same time, 7 p.m., 10 p.m., Pacific and Eastern, because Tuesday is Halloween Day. So we want to let you guys enjoy the trick-or-treating. So Monday, you'll have 2 more chances to win those Ranger Stop passes. Wednesday, November 1st, we're going to get back into Kamen Rider Gotchard, 7:30 p.m., 10:30 p.m. Pacific and Eastern, with another 2 chances to win Cosmic Fury, in order to win Ranger Stop tickets. And then we got Thursday, Osama Sentai King Oger, with another 2 chances to win, because, you know, I'm pretty sure like we're going to be very because we have plenty of tickets left. And yeah, same time as same time as Gotchard, 7:30, 10:30 p.m. Pacific and Eastern. And then on Saturday will be the final opportunity to win your tickets, where we will be doing Cosmic Fury, 5:30, 8:30 Pacific and Eastern. So those are our scheduled times for next week, and this upcoming week. Last chance to win those Ranger Stop tickets. If you haven't got them yet, if you haven't gotten your tickets yet on the official website, this may be your only chance to get them for free. So please take advantage of that opportunity. And if you want to check out our other channels, be sure to go to The Buttery Show on YouTube or Facebook, where we discuss movie reviews and video game news. If you want to check out my personal content, you could find me on, let's see, on Instagram at Boken_Kabuto, on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKabuto. With all that said, guys, this is our second to last video before Halloween, and this will be the last weekend of October. So with all that said, stay safe, stay hydrated, update your emergency kits, hug your loved ones, and have a wonderful pre-Halloween weekend. Goodbye, my boys and ghouls. Trick or treat.